Hey YouTube, this is Jurracmaster with what I think will be my final update for this Jurrac deck until next Tuesday when we get that first XYZ. After that, I'll probably be maining maybe one Wiseman's Chalice, and maybe two. I doubt I'll run three, especially without the level 4 one we'll get later on. I'm going to just run through the deck. You should know most of it. I'll make note of the changes and why they're in there and what they're good for. So, the monsters, 3 Guaiba, 2 Velo, 1 Iguanon, 2 Aolo, 2 Hera, back up to 2 Storico, 3 Dino, and 2 Golem, and finally the Kinkabayo. The spells for the deck are 3 Fossil Dig, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Giant Trunade, Book of Moon, and 2 Solidarity, which is why I took out the Effect Veilers, because they mess up Solidarity. And finally, for the end of the spells, I got my 3 Forbidden Lances. They're good for pretty much everything, running over your opponent's monster, or keeping yourself safe from their spells and traps, or even your own Torrential if you want. So mainly I like to use it to run over people only when I finish them off with it, like running them over and attacking with the rest of it for game, or to protect my Giganoto is the main reason it's used most of the time. So on to the traps. Solemn Judgment, 2 Solemn Warning, Mirror Force, 2 Deep Prison, Torrential, 7 Tools of the Bandit, and 2 Trap Stun. So that's the main deck. I had to remove a lot of other things. MSTs aren't in here, mainly because I don't think that you really need them. When you're running the trap stuns, you protect yourself from those. But as you'll see, I'm siding the MSTs because I do want to make sure I can get rid of annoying spells and traps that really hurt me. There aren't too many of them, but I had room. It was tough to make it, but I could find the room for it, and I didn't want to completely remove them from the deck. I think that it's still nice to have some destruction instead of just the trap stuns and all of that. 7 tools, Giant Trunade. I do like having the destruction to get rid of things permanently if you need to. Most of the time, getting rid of it for a turn is okay. It does what you need it to do. And then you always have Bryonic. If you really need to get rid of something, you can just trap stun and then get rid of them the next turn, since you've avoided Bottomless with the trap stun and whatnot. So the extra deck is still the same up until next Tuesday. I don't think it'll really change. The 2 Giganoto, 1 Meteor, 1 Velfido, Trish, Stardust, Red Dragon, which I will replace with Scrap Dragon once I get it soon, Black Rose, Ancient Fairy, Bryonic, Gaianite, Cataster, Android / Librarian whenever I can get mine, Formula Synchron, and still running this. I'll probably drop it for one of the Exceed guys next Tuesday. Now on to the side deck, which has changed quite a bit. Grand Mole, mainly for Sams, getting over their Shien. If you haven't already put out something like Solidarity, it's really annoying to get past it. It works against them, so I like deciding against other things, like if they're running Spirit Reapers and Marshmallows, those are annoying. System downs, I figured it's just easier to pay 1,000 life points and make the room in the side deck than make your own monster by Cyber Dragon and steal theirs. Just much easier, takes up less space, and it gets rid of them pretty permanently. 2 Noblemen, still the same. They're the 2 MSTs. Still like to run those, even though they're not mained. 2 Goes in Match. 2 Rivalry of Warlords. 2 Skill Drain, and since agents tend to be a problem because they just drop Master Hyperion on you, or Honest, or whatever, I think this stops Honest. I've got 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors. That way, when they summon their Hyperion and you've got Solidarities and Forbidden Lances, you can protect yourself from the stupid little Hyperion instead of getting destroyed by its effect. You negate their effect and you're pretty safe from it, seeing as even at 27 you can still overpower it with a lot of people, especially Giganoto. So you don't want them to destroy you with their effect. I will be posting a more anti-meta build of this deck at some point soon. I'll post a link in the description to Lord Solar 6G75's anti-meta Jurrac deck. I think it's pretty good. I'm going to make a version like that of my own, because I like having anti-meta stuff. It's nice, you know, skill drains, goes in matches, and I'm going to be putting back in Tyrant's Temper into that build, so that even though skill drain doesn't hurt me that much, because I can just beat stick over them, that way I still have my effects, so it's pretty good. I will be posting the link to his in the description once again, and thank you for watching, YouTube.